Hello guys, welcome to Become a Techie YouTube channel. In this video we are going to learn about pivot tables in Excel. So pivot table is very crucial part in MS Excel and it is very important and very useful. But the thing is, most of the people struggle with creating pivot tables and they don't know what is their use and purpose. So let's discuss in today's video what is the use, what is the purpose, and how we are going to create the pivot tables. Okay, so first of all, what is the purpose behind creating pivot tables? So pivot tables provide summarized information. So if I want to create a report and I am not exactly interested in the very detailed information, but I want an overview, I want a report kind of thing which can provide me the overall detail, the overview. So in that case, pivot tables come into picture, where we give the entire list as input, but we get a summarized data into a smaller spreadsheet. So this is called a pivot table. So in this example I will show you, this is our Excel data, where we have data related to city, category, product, quantity, unit price and total price. So this is our data, and I will create a pivot table. So first of all, we have to select or go click on any of the cell in the list, and then we have to go to insert tab, and then we have an option for pivot table here. So pivot table, just click on it, and then you will get a dialog box or a pop-up box asking the range of cells. So food sales data, this is my worksheet name, and then from A1, that is cell number A1, to F245, that is the entire list or location that it has selected, and then it is asking me whether the pivot table should be placed in new worksheet or existing worksheet. So I will go with the new worksheet. If existing worksheet, then we'll have to give the location. Okay, so I'm going with, okay, let's create it in the same worksheet, and location maybe I'll give from this cell, that is H4. Okay, and add this data model, no, I will not take this, so I'll give an OK. So you can see a pivot table is created here. This is just a step, okay, that we have achieved. And here you can see pivot table fields. This section is being enabled, or it is displayed at the right hand side, and on the upper section you can see two tabs are added. One is pivot table analyze and another is design. So in pivot table analyze you can see various options here, and that is move, pivot table, clear, select, and lot more. And in design you can see various designs like row headers, banded rows, banded columns, and various pivot table styles are available. Okay, so first of all, let's create our pivot table. So here you can, if you closely observe, you will see various fields or headers from our list. Okay, so our list contains headers like city, category, product, quantity, unit price. All these are listed here. Okay, and we can see here drag fields between areas below. So there are various areas here, that is filter, column, rows and values. So we have to drag these fields into these particular areas, and then our table will be created. So for example, I am interested with for example, product, carrot, and then product, if I want product wise total price, so I want to create a table like that. So I will drag this product to rows. So you can see row wise product details are appearing here, and then total price I am dragging it into the values section. Okay, so you can see a sum of total prices calculated for each product. Okay, so we have a list of products here like arrowroot, banana, brand, carrot, and this list is sorted. Okay, it is ascending sorted or alphabetically sorted in the ascending order, and you can see sum of total price for each of the values here, product values, okay, and at the end you can see grand total also. So this is how our pivot table is being created. This is a very simple example, but this is how we have to drag the fields here, and then we can get different options. So another option we can also choose category. So now I am dragging the category to columns, okay. I want my category into the column. So okay, so you can see the table is updated. Now we have the product, that is arrowroot banana brand. You can see all these in this C column. So these are appearing here row wise, and the columns we have the categories. So bar, crackers, cookies, snacks, all these are appearing here as columns in I, J, K, L columns. You can see those, okay. And accordingly we have the values here, okay, values that are added. These values are sum, okay. Please concentrate that these are not the individual values, but these are the sum values, sum of total price, okay. So this is how our data is being organized, and it looks really attractive, right? We don't have to manually go and apply some filter, add, no need of all that. Just create a pivot table and you can within a few clicks you can directly see the total, okay. Now for example, I am not interested in the total price, sum of total price. So what I can do is I can go here in the values, and I can click on left click, okay. Don't give a left click, okay. Left click, and then you can see this option, value field settings. So go here, and here you can see we have various options. So sum, count, average, max, min, product, and many more options are there. So I am going with count, okay. So hit OK. You can see count now. So what is the count of banana? It is 3. Count of brand 27, carrot 64, and so on. And you can also see the grand total. So likewise you can experiment, try, and you can create your own pivot tables in a very systematic and organized way. Similarly, we can also check some more options, like there is average. So you can see average values have been updated here. So this is how pivot tables work. You can also apply some filters to this pivot tables, okay. I am just moving back to sum. Okay, so this is how sum is, okay. Now the next part is about the filters. So before filters, actually we can do a group selection, okay. So for group selection, just go on any pivot, click on the pivot table at any location, and then you can see under pivot table analyze tab, you can see a group selection option, okay. So in case you want to group some part of your data in the table, and you want a subtotal for that, at that time this group selection is very useful. So just select any column, or you can also select these two. I want these 3, okay, and then I'm giving a group selection. So you can see group 1 is created for these 3 rows, okay. But you can also see these individual rows are also being treated as group. So don't worry, you can just select them. Sorry, just give me a minute. 3, okay, and just you can group them. So your group 2 is created. Similarly, group 3, group 3, so you can see now group wise data is being sorted, and in group 1 you have 3 rows, 3 products, arrowroot banana brand, and its its total is shown here. Sum of values is shown here, and you have group wise details that are being showed here, like grand total is there, and group wise cookies information, group wise bars, sum of total price. So this way your data looks more organized, and without going into more details, you can directly get the final result, okay, like what is the total that you can directly get. So this is the way how you can group the data, okay. Now if I want, I mean, all these are numbers, right, and all these are the currency values, but I don't see the symbol for currency. So if I am interested to add that, how to add that? So what we can do is we can go here, values, just give a left click, value field settings, and here you have two tabs. First is summarize values by. We have already seen here there are various options like sum, count, average, and besides that we have another tab called as show values as. So go here, and there here you can see the option is no calculation, show values as no calculation. So instead of no calculation, I will okay, yeah. So here also we have some different options, but for currency we'll go to this number format, and in number format we have here currency as the third option. So currency, and here symbol is rupee symbol, and decimal places I am choosing 2 decimal places, okay. So just select this currency rupee symbol. If it is not appearing in your case, just search it here, okay. A rupee symbol, you can easily search your Indian rupee, and you can select this option, okay, and then hit ok. Okay, so yeah, see, you can see now everything is converted into rupees, and you can see this currency is being updated, currency icon or currency symbol is being updated, okay. So this is how it works, okay. And now if you want to check some difference values, so a difference or some more options, so again what you can do is go here, go to value field settings, and go here, show values as. So here you can choose some other options like percentage of grand total, column total, row total, percentage, and then you also have this difference from. So I am choosing this difference from, and there I will have two different options. I mean, one is the base field and another is the base item. So it is asking me that what difference I want to check or I want to focus on. So I am choosing this total price. So I want to check the difference in the total price, okay. And base item is like previous and current, okay. So I will check the difference from the total price from previous to current, okay, and I am hitting the ok. So this is not applicable, okay, something is wrong here. I'm not really sure what is going wrong. Total price, product, yeah. So I'm sorry, I selected the incorrect option previously. So here you can see I have now selected the difference, okay. So based on the previous and current values, you can see the difference is 179 rupees here in this case, whereas here it is 2765, okay. Whereas in case of cookies it is minus 5330, means we are in loss. We are in loss by 5330 rupees, okay. Whereas here it is 0, so I mean it's null, 0. Here you can see we are in loss by 7000 rupees. So likewise we have different values here. So this way we can calculate the difference. We can also calculate the percentage of difference, and we have many more options here. So you can just explore here from here, okay. Here you can see there are various options like percentage of grand total, percentage of column total, rank from smallest to largest, index, and so on. So there are n number of options, so you can try and explore each of them, okay. So this is how it works, okay. So I am giving a cancel here, okay, and I am again returning to my sum, okay. value field settings. Here I will give no calculation. So this is my previous sum that I have calculated. Okay, and next is the pivot charts. Okay, before pivot charts you can also add some design here. So just go to the design tab and add some design to your table, so it will look really more attractive. Right now I have selected this one. Yeah, I think we can go with this one. Yeah, it looks good. So my headers are and my headers in dark color and then with lighter colors. Okay, so one more thing is that if you click on this pivot table only, then this pivot table fields will appear. Okay, and also pivot table analyze and design will appear. If you click somewhere else on the worksheet, you can see these options will disappear. So if you want to edit or work on these options, just click here and then you can see these options will appear for you. Okay, so this is how it is. And another important thing that I want to tell you is about drilling. So there is an option, or there is a feature called as pivot table drilling. So now if you are interested to know like how this 2945 value came, so no need to go into this list and manually filter and then add and then do a lot many things. No, that is not required. You can just go here to this cell and just double click on it. Excel will open a new sheet for you, and in that you will able to see for product category bar and product brand, you can see all the data appears for you, and at the every total price and everything will appear for you. So this is how you can check easily that how this value appeared or how this value came. Okay, so this is called as pivot table drilling, where you can just go to a particular cell, double click on it, and a new sheet appears for you, which will explain you that how this value was calculated. Okay, so this is how it appears, and this is called as pivot table drilling. So this is an important concept that I wanted to tell you. Another thing is about pivot charts. So just go here to this pivot table analyze tab, and then you can see here an option called as pivot chart. So click on it and then you can see various charts. So we have already discussed about charts in MS Excel in one of the previous videos. So if you have not yet watched that video, please do watch it. And in that video I have already explained you about the column charts, pie charts also. So now we are going to work on the same like clustered column chart, the simple one. Okay, in this, so you can see a preview here, and if I hover you can see it gets enlarged also. So yeah, I am happy with this thing and I am hitting an OK. Okay, and you can see this chart appears, so it is getting overlapped, and that's the reason I will bring it down. Okay, so you can see here the data is being mapped in the table, sorry, in the chart in the form of groups. So I have group 1 here, group 2 here, and group 3 here, and I have sum of total price on the y-axis and the groups on the x-axis, and the group contains the products basically. So this is how they have arranged the data, and here you have various chart elements, and you have chart styles also to format or change this elements or change the look and feel of the chart. So all these options we have already discussed in the previous video. Okay, I'm just enlarging it a bit to make things more yeah, I hope it is clear now. Yeah, so this is how they have created a chart. Now this chart is called as a pivot chart. Okay, now I want to apply some filter on this data. Okay, let's say for example I want to filter we have already seen the filter option, okay, in the previous videos. So this small drop down arrows here, they are filters, okay. So I'm just going here and I'm filtering some values, okay. Group 1, group 2, group 3. I'm not interested in all the 3 groups. I just want data for group 1 and group 2, okay, and I'm giving an okay. So you can see my chart is now my pivot table is now reduced. I can see only group 1 and group 2's data, and similarly you can see my chart is also updated and I can now see only group 1 and group 2 data. Group 3 data is not appearing in the chart. So this is how these charts are really dynamic, and it adjusts, or it takes the values from the pivot table. So as and when our table gets updated, our chart also automatically gets updated. So this is the beauty of the charts, okay. Similarly, if you add some filters here, like I'm not interested in bars and cookies, so I'm deselecting them. Oops, I'm sorry. Suppose I'm not interested in crackers. So yeah, you can see this is the data, and you can see here the data is updated here also. Similarly, so this is the beauty of, you can see 2 groups, and bars and cookies only 2. So you can see similar things here, okay. Category bars and cookies only, and you have group 1 and group 2. So accordingly the pivot charts are also updated. So this is one way of filtering the data in pivot table, okay. Another way of filtering the data into pivot table is by using slicer. So first of all, I am selecting everything from here. I am removing the filters, okay. And yeah, so let's talk about slicer now. So slicer is a very new concept and very useful concept that pivot table provides us. So just go here to pivot table analyze tab, and here you can see insert slicer. So slicer is also a way to filter the data, okay. And you can see it gives us the information that slicers make it faster and easier to filter pivot tables, pivot charts and cube functions, okay. So just go here, insert a slicer, and then it will ask you like what is the field that you want a slicer to be inserted on. So I want a slicer to be inserted on the city, for example, okay, and hit on okay. So you can see a slicer, I mean it is like an interface, okay. So a slicer is appeared here, and you can see you have 4 cities here, 4 cities option which are in your data. So you can see in column A you have Boston, Los Angeles, New York, and one more option, San Diego will be there below, okay. If you scroll below you can see. So all these 4 options are right now selected. Just deselect them, okay. So right now I have deselected them, okay. This is multi-select, okay. At a time you can select everything, and then okay, I'm just clicking on it. Okay, so blue means selected. So yeah, so right now I have selected this San Diego option. So you can see the data for San Diego only, okay. So just look at the values. The grand total here is 1294, okay. Now I'll just change it, okay. I'll change it to New York, okay, New York, and then you can see it is 3035. So you can see dynamically the data is being updated, the table is being updated according to the data. So according to the filter, that is city, okay. So city is the filter that we have applied here and according to that you can see that the table is being updated, and also the chart is also updated, okay. So please keep in mind that the chart is also updated according to the table. So this is how it works, okay. And now just make a note that this 2000 here, okay, 2025 for cookies, okay, for outer road, okay. Now I'll change it to Los Angeles. Okay, now it is 2800. So 2800 is actually for the total sum. Okay, and suppose I'm choosing Boston. Now you can see it is less, it is changed to 1918. So this is how it works. Okay, so here also it is changed, and also it is changed in the chart as well. So blue one is the selected one. Okay, and the highlighted one is the selected one, and if you want to select multiple options at a time, so you can just click, press the control and then give a click. So I have selected Boston and New York both, so you can see the data is being updated here. Okay, similarly with San Diego, it will be again updated to 7000, and if you select all, that is also possible, again the value will be updated to 10,000. So this is how slicers work. You can also apply multiple slicers. Okay, so you can see here slicer tab is also up here, where you can change the slicer style. So here you have various options. I am choosing this, so you can see green style I have selected, and then height, width, everything you can change, and format according to your need and your how you like it depends on your personal choice. Okay. So again, if you want to add one more slicer, just click here, go to this pivot table, analyze, insert slicer. City I have already applied one slicer, so maybe category, I'll apply it on the category now. Okay, so this is another slicer, just reduce its size. Yeah, and now I am just selecting it for bars. Okay, so you can see the data is updated, and I can see only bars category here, and products are banana, bran and carrot. So only these products are there. Okay, and this is for all the cities. Okay, similarly for cookies, it will be updated. Okay, if I select bars and cookies and crackers, so it will be something like this. So you can experiment, try, and then even your charts will be updated. So this is how you can apply filters and apply slicers and create dynamic pivot tables and dynamic pivot charts in your Excel worksheets. So try experimenting, try designing various tables and various worksheets, and hope this really helps you. If you have any question, please drop in the comment section, and please subscribe to the channel. If you really like the content, please hit the like button. Please like, share and subscribe the video. If you subscribe, it will really help me, so please subscribe. Thank you.